Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Town Screen in Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Well, first off, our hats are off, and we do salute all those veterans out there and those that have served before that are no longer with us. Today it'll be sunny, and a salute to our veterans with a high temperature near 65. North winds be 5 to 7 miles per hour. Skies should be mostly clear tonight with low temperature around 32 degrees. Light and variable winds become northeasterly around 6 miles per hour during this evening. Tomorrow we expect sunny skies with a high temperature near 57 degrees. Winds will be out of the east at around 7 miles per hour, and our wind chill value tomorrow morning will be as low as 28 degrees. Tomorrow night, skies will be partly cloudy with low around 35, with southeasterly winds around 7 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Showers are likely on Wednesday, mainly during the afternoon, with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 59 degrees. Southerly winds will be 6 to 9 miles per hour. Our chance of precipitation on Wednesday is 60%, with new rainfall amounts of less than a tenth of an inch in the forecast. Wednesday night should be partly cloudy with low around 37. Then Thursday will be sunny with a high temperature near 59 degrees. We expect mostly clear skies Thursday night, low temperature around 33. Then Friday should be sunny with a high temperature near 63. We'll be mostly clear Friday night with low around 37. Then Saturday, we should be mostly sunny with a high near 62 degrees. Saturday night, we expect mostly cloudy skies, low around 46, and we have a chance of showers in the forecast for Sunday with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 65 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Many of us have bloodlines that run back to the region of Northern Europe where Germanic people originated. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Upon my return to the U.S. after my first visit to Germany, I told my parents it's a good thing we didn't all stay there because we'd have no room to breathe. The U.S. is roughly 28 times larger than Germany. We all learned about World War II in school. We know that Germany was the epicenter for the Nazi Party and Adolf Hitler. I don't know what German children are taught in school about that time in their history. I do know that there are regular reminders yet today as construction workers throughout the country often unearth unexploded World War II bombs. There are many historical sites across Germany where people can go to learn about that dark time in our world's history, from the Nazi Party rally ground in Nuremberg to the Kelstein House, a Third Reich area complex given to Hitler for his 50th birthday. If so inclined, visitors may also tour concentration camps and the locations of the bunkers where Hitler lived and ultimately committed suicide. History isn't always pretty. I'm certain there are many emotions felt by the children of those who participated in or turned a blind eye to the horrific crimes committed by those who followed Hitler. How many of us have ancestors who supported the South during the Civil War? How many Americans are ancestors of the Buffalo Soldiers who fought native peoples of this country? How many of those native peoples who were forced to walk the Trail of Tears did so with the slaves they owned? Instead of hating one another for what our ancestors did or failed to do, maybe we should recognize that we have the power together to make a better future for our world. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain function. And when I came home, I needed a new roof due to a storm. And I was about to lose homeowners insurance as well. I applied for Operation Homefront Critical Financial Assistance Program. And it's good to know that when we come home, there are people who are there that care about us. Operation Homefront, they've really been a blessing.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
It's time to break the silence surrounding mental health.
Too often, people suffer in silence, afraid to ask for help. That's where 988 comes in. It's a safe, confidential space where you can talk openly about your struggles without fear of judgment. Whether you're experiencing a crisis or you just need someone to listen, 988 is here for you. You're not alone. Let's break the silence together. Call 988. Your mental health matters. 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, Missouri.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free. Country Mart at Salem is here for you this Thanksgiving. Let them take care of cooking your Thanksgiving dinner. It's delicious and it's easy. They'll smoke or bake any turkey in their deli. Just purchase your turkey from the Country Mart Meat Department and bring it to the deli with your store receipt. A fee will then be charged at the time of pickup. Plus, they can do your side dishes and desserts as well. For more information, just call the Country Mart Deli at 729-3455. Happy Thanksgiving from your friends at Country Mart right here in Salem.
Monday at midday, direct cash cattle markets are quiet and cash hogs are not reported. I'm John Perkins with the Brownfield Livestock Update. Pretty typical Monday out there as direct cash cattle markets are very quiet. The day's big feature should just be the distribution of the new show list. Last week's live business was light at $187 in the south, with dress sales also light, mostly at $294 in the north, both $3 lower than the week before. Live sales in the north ranged mainly from $186 to $188, down 2 to 4 in the week. USDA says that negotiated formula and contract purchases were below both the prior week and a year ago. Last week in Missouri, feeder steers and heifers are mostly steady to $5 higher than the previous week. USDA says the supply was light to moderate, with more sales in northern parts of the state than in the south due to heavy rain and flooding. Receipts were down in both the week and the year. Medium and large number one feeder steers weighing 600 to 700 pounds range from $240 to $298.75. 7 to 8 weight steers sold at $230 to $273. Medium and large number one feeder heifers weighing 5 to 600 pounds brought $235 to $291. 700 to 800 pound heifers are reported at $210 to $262. Box beef at midday was modestly higher with light movement. Not all that surprising given that it is Veterans Day. Choice was up 23 cents at $308.16, and select beef was 55 higher, $279.74. Cash hogs are quiet with very light opening negotiated numbers at the major direct markets. Demand seems to be very light overall, at least partially because of Veterans Day. Most buyers are expected to get a look at the available ready numbers and domestic pork demand before making a big move one way or the other. Last week's late trade was not aggressive, and that could give a firm undertone to this week's early activity. The major direct markets today were not reported due to confidentiality. The 5-day rolling average for national direct barrows and gilts is 83.52, with Iowa Southern Minnesota at 82.91 and the Western Corn Belt averaging $83.86. Pork at midday was down 11 cents at 102.27 following that big jump we saw on Friday afternoon. Ribs were weak and bellies dropped $13.73, while loins, butts, picnics, and hams were modestly to sharply higher. As for the futures, things are pretty light over there as well. At the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, live and feeder cattle are down, watching the distribution of this week's direct cash cattle show list. And hogs are mixed, mostly higher on spread trade and commercial buying. I'm John Perkins with the Brownfield Livestock Update.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
At FCS Financial, we believe that lending should be more. More about relationships, more about opportunities, more about communities. And as a cooperative, FCS Financial's member owners expect more. For over a century, we've been giving just that. We're more than an ag lender, more than a rural home lender, and more than a crop insurance provider. We're a team of ag experts committed to seeing rural communities and agriculture grow. While we do provide the loans and insurance you need, we also live in your communities, attend the same events, and want to see our neighbors succeed. We're family, here to help and stand strong through whatever comes. Visit FCSFinancial.com or call 800-444-3276 if you want more from your lender. An equal housing lender and equal opportunity provider.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements that's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Stephen Eugene Macy of St. James passed away Friday, November 8th at the age of 62 years. Funeral services for Steve will be tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon at the St. James Chapel of James Gar Mortuary, with visitation for family and friends also tomorrow starting at 11 in the morning and continuing till service time at 2 o'clock. Memorials are suggested to the Macy family, and all arrangements for Stephen Eugene Macy of St. James are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Jonathan Andrew Griffin, Sr. of Rolla, passed away November 4th at the age of 43 years. Funeral services for Jonathan will be Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Rolla Chapel of James Gar Mortuary, with visitation for family and friends to be held at the chapel prior to the service on Tuesday from 11 until service time at 1 o'clock. And all arrangements for Jonathan Andrew Griffin, Sr. of Rolla, are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Freddie Emmett Whitaker, Jr., age 64 of Salem, passed away Saturday, November 8th. Funeral services for Freddie Whitaker, Jr. will be at 7 o'clock in the evening, Thursday, November 14th, at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Freddie Whitaker, Jr. will also be on Thursday from 5 in the afternoon until service time at 7 o'clock. Memorial contributions may be made to help with final expenses. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Freddie Whitaker, Jr. are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Angela Renee Petro, age 34 of Boss, passed away Monday, October 21st. Funeral services for Angela Petro will be at 12 noon Saturday, November 16th at the Boss Assembly of God Church. Visitation for family and friends of Angela Petro will also be on Saturday from 10 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Czar Tower Cemetery. And all arrangements for Angela Renee Petro of Boss are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 30 locations. That's actually over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The City of Salem Board of Aldermen will meet Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock at 202 North Washington in the Old City Hall Auditorium. After a sewer rate hearing, the Alderman meeting will start with the call to order, which will be followed by the approval of the agenda and the consent agenda. Public comments will then be heard, followed by the approval of a bid for a water department truck. In new and miscellaneous business, the board will consider the following: a John Deere loader lease, the Laserfish contract, a drinking water grant, and resolution number 26-2024, which provides for the municipal election for the City of Salem on April 25, 2025. Bills to be considered include Bill number 3630, an ordinance establishing service availability fee for sewer services provided by the City of Salem. Bill number 3631, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement between Build Tech Construction, LLC, and the City of Salem for the Salem Water System Improvements, Contract A. Bill number 3632, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement between Caldwell Tanks, Inc., and the City of Salem for the Salem Water System Improvements, Contract B. Bill number 3633, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement between B&H Drilling and Pump Service and the City of Salem for the Salem Water System Improvements, Contract C. There is to be a board appointment followed by the oath of office. Then reports from the city officials will be heard before the board goes into closed session. The meeting Tuesday night of the City of Salem Board of Aldermen is open to the public. The Denton County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be meeting Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock at the fire station at number 2 South Main Street. After the roll call and approval of the consent agenda, which includes the budget review and financial reports, the monthly reimbursement report will be heard. In old business, the board will discuss the AFG grant status for radios before the board discusses bond and tax issues, followed by new business. Chief Floyd will then give his report to the board. The date will be set for the December meeting, and closed session may be held if necessary before the board adjourns. The meeting Tuesday evening of the Denton County Fire Protection District Board of Directors is open to the public. Following recent heavy rains and flooding across Missouri, the Mark Twain National Forest urges visitors to exercise caution when using forest trails and roads. Flooding can lead to hazardous conditions at recreation sites, forested areas, roads, and trails. From slippery paths and fallen trees to washed-out sections of trails, these conditions warrant extra caution. USDA Forest Service personnel have been inspecting recreation sites as water recedes, but large amounts of debris and mud will need to be removed from many locations. Amenities that visitors expect, like restrooms, may be closed due to impacts from the high water levels. Assessments of the recreation facilities are continuing as water levels are finally low enough that the sites can be safely accessed by Forest Service personnel. Visitors might find that a site is unexpectedly closed while it is being evaluated for safety and cleanup needs. Some sites were already closed for the season, so cleanup will occur over the winter. The Mark Twain National Forest recommends checking status of sites ahead of time. District offices are usually the best place to get detailed information. Trailheads are open, but trail assessments are just beginning, so visitors may encounter flood impacts that were not yet discovered. There are a few trail safety tips to follow. Check trail conditions since resources are continuing to access current conditions on all our trail systems. Trail users should expect lower water crossings and trails near river systems to be impacted. Do not attempt to cross creeks that are flowing. Be advised that trails may be temporarily closed due to flooding. Be sure to wear appropriate footwear since trails may be muddy, slippery, or uneven, so wearing waterproof boots with good traction is essential. Soils are still saturated from the rainfall. Significant damage can result from using saturated trails. Tread lightly or wait until the trails dry out a bit before enjoying. Please be considerate of our trail systems as they need time to dry up. Watch for hazards as flooding can cause erosion, loosen tree roots, and bring down limbs. Look out for potential obstacles or weakened trees and avoid areas that look unstable. Be sure to stay on marked trails and do not venture off the designated paths, as off-trail areas may be more hazardous and unpredictable after flooding. Please report dangerous conditions you encounter, such as downed trees or structural damage to recreation site structures, and feel free to contact the Forest Service at 573-364-4621 so hazards can be addressed as soon as possible. Flooding has a lasting impact on forest ecosystems, and our trails may take some time to recover. By taking these precautions, visitors can help ensure their own safety while preserving our natural resources. The Mark Twain National Forest is dedicated to maintaining and preserving our natural spaces, ensuring safe and enjoyable access for all visitors, and promoting responsible use of public lands. The Salem Police Department had more reports from October 10th to 18th. On Wednesday afternoon, October 16th, at approximately 2:30, officers conducted a traffic stop on Missouri Highway 72 near the intersection of Missouri Highway J for no registration. As a result of the stop, a male subject was found to have an active capious warrant out of Phelps County. Van T. Penton, age 35, of Rolla, was arrested and incarcerated at the Denton County Jail. Then on Thursday night at approximately 12:30, officers responded to a disturbance in the 1800 block of South Oak. The subject causing the disturbance was found to have an active capious warrant out of Denton County. As a result, 27-year-old Tristan Gaddy of Salem was arrested and incarcerated at the Denton County Jail. Friday afternoon, the 18th, at approximately 4:45, officers were dispatched to Trinity for a report of shoplifting. It was reported that a female subject had stolen approximately $50 worth of merchandise. After a short investigation, a 45-year-old Salem female was arrested and issued summons for shoplifting. Later that night, at approximately 8:30, officers were dispatched to Walmart for a report of shoplifting. It was reported a male subject had stolen $275 worth of merchandise from the store. After a short investigation, a 23-year-old male from West Plains was arrested and issued summons for shoplifting. Please contact the Salem Police Department at 573-729-4242 if you have any information regarding any ongoing investigation. Non-hunters out in nature during hunting season should practice simple safety measures. With deer and turkey hunting underway in Missouri, the Missouri Department of Conservation reminds non-hunters to practice safety measures when afield during hunting seasons. MDC Hunter Education Coordinator Justin McGuire suggests non-hunters practice safety measures when in hunting areas. Some suggestions are wear bright clothing to be more visible, such as bright orange hat, jacket, or pack. Place a bright orange vest or bandana on the canines who join you and keep them leashed. Avoid earth-toned or animal-colored clothing such as tan and brown. Be aware that hunters are often most active during the early morning and late afternoon when game animals are most active. Be especially aware of your own visibility during these times when light is dim. Stay on designated trails. Trails are designed to improve the safety of public users and to protect sensitive habitats. Enjoy recreational activities only on designated trails will reduce the likelihood of entering hunting areas. Whenever venturing into the outdoors, let someone know where you are going and when to expect your return. Make yourself known. If you hear shooting, raise your voice and let hunters know you're in the area. Be courteous, though. Once a hunter is aware of your presence, don't make an unnecessary noise to disturb wildlife. Avoid conflict. Identify hunting seasons and lands open to hunting. Learn where and when hunting is taking place. Plan your recreation activities based on this information. Find information on Missouri hunting seasons at mo.gov/hunting-trapping. Find conservation areas that allow hunting and those that do not by using the MDC Places to Go web feature at mo.gov/discover-nature/places. And that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Ooh, ma. What was that?
That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm? I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business calm at ooma.com/radio.
Medicare open enrollment ends December 7th. The Missouri State Health Insurance Assistance Program is your trusted Medicare resource in Missouri. We're not an insurance company and we don't sell anything. Counselors can help you compare and enroll in plans, lower your Medicare costs, and more. Call 1-800-390-3330. The Missouri State Health Insurance Assistance Program, providing insurance assistance for 30 years. Funding provided by Missouri Department of Commerce and Insurance through ACL.
M-I-C. Being chased to the backside, hit and sack. S. Who else but LB3? T. To the house from 77. P.
We put our fist up. We said we're not giving in. We got an elite edge, and we're not going to be denied.
Catch every game all season long right here. Touchdown Missouri as Brady Cook dives over the goal line. On your home for Mizzou football. The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
When was the last time you detoxed your body? If you're like most people, the answer is probably never. If you're experiencing low energy, brain fog, headaches, bloating, and skin irritation, then those are all telltale signs. So how do you detox your body? Well, you can add saunas or juice fasts, but what you really need is Active Liver from New Nordic. Active Liver makes it easy to help your liver detox your body all year long without major changes to your diet or lifestyle. Active Liver is available in stores at CVS or Meijer, or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. St. Louis Blues played the Washington Capitals Saturday night, and the Capitals scored 5 goals in the third period, giving them the 8-1 victory over the Blues. The Blues will play the Boston Bruins tomorrow night, with pregame set to begin at 6:30. You can listen to this game right here on KSMO 1340 AM or on 95.7 FM. The Missouri basketball Tigers defeated Howard Bison in their home opener Friday by a score of 77-62. The Tigers will play the Eastern Washington Eagles tonight at 6 o'clock, and you can listen to the game live on KSMO 1340 AM or 95.7 FM with the pregame to start tonight at 5:30. The Missouri football Tigers played the Oklahoma Sooners on Saturday. After a scoreless first quarter, the Sooners took the lead at the half 9-3. The Tigers responded in the third with a Drew Pine touchdown pass to Theo Weiss. Scoring would open up for both teams in the fourth, but Missouri would hold on for a 30-23 win with Zion Young fumble, recovery, scoop, and score. Next on the schedule for the Tigers are the 6-3 South Carolina Gamecocks. That's the Gamecocks on Saturday. Well, you're probably aware, but in case you aren't, the Kansas City Chiefs remain undefeated as they defeated the Denver Broncos Sunday, 16-14. The Broncos held the lead for the majority of the contest and had a chance to win as time expired, but a field goal was blocked by the Kansas City defense, sealed the victory as the Chiefs are now 9-0, traveling to Buffalo next Sunday to take on the 8-2 Bills in a highly anticipated AFC matchup. And that has been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. Stay right here for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. A big sigh of relief from Patrick Mahomes after Leo Chanel blocked that potential game-winning field goal from Denver, and the Chiefs pull out that 16-14 win.
I was just sick that last drive. I missed that touchdown throw. That would have gave us a chance to make it where they had to score a touchdown, put our defense in a bad situation, and that we ended with that block, and Leo got through there, and just joy after that.
Chiefs are 9-0, fifth reigning Super Bowl champ to win their first 9 games. The Chiefs at Buffalo Sunday. Mizzou was down 7 with 2 minutes to go. They got a touchdown pass from Drew Pine to Theo Weiss, and then Zion Young with the scoop and score in the closing seconds gives the Tigers a 30-23 win over Oklahoma.
There was no one around the ball, so it was an immediate city ball, which means just grab it and go. You know what I mean? Scoop it and go.
City Ball, Eli Drinkwitz gets the last laugh on Bob Stoops.
Yeah, this will be real disappointing to Bob Stoops, but OU doesn't always whip Missouri's ass anymore, so.
Stoops made some comments last summer about Mizzou being non-threatening. Mizzou still trails the all-time series 25, 67, and 5. The Tigers are now ranked 24th. They'll be at number 23, South Carolina, this Saturday at 3:15. The Gamecocks with a 28-7 win over Vandy this past weekend. Big upset for Lindenwood football. They took down 6th-ranked SEMO 24-12. Nice bounce-back win for Mizzou basketball. They beat Howard on Friday 77-62. Head coach Dennis Gates.
They connected differently and challenged each other in the huddle. I didn't have to do much talking.
Tigers back home tonight against Eastern Washington. Women's soccer reigns supreme in Missouri. Lindenwood scored 3 goals in the second half to win the Ohio Valley Tournament Championship. Missouri State beat Drake 4-0 for their 4th Missouri Valley Tournament Championship. And St. Louis beat UMass for their 7th straight Atlantic 10 Championship. All 3 schools automatic bids to the NCAA Tournament. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Protect your livestock from black vultures. Get your depredation permit from Missouri Farm Bureau. Davin Altoff tells us how.
So if a producer sees a black vulture on their farm, I would highly encourage them to reach out to us at Missouri Farm Bureau. There's two ways that a producer can reach us. We have an email address, blackvultures@mofb.org, blackvultures@mofb.org, or they can reach us at 573-893-1417. 573-893-1417. I process the application and try to get them an approval letter as quickly as I can. And once they receive the approval letter, that is their permit in hand for them to be able to activate. That means they have the ability to take up to 10 black vultures.
The permit process is free, quick, and easy. Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov. agriculture.mo.gov.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. In 1 minute, I'm going to bring you the Missouri Net News. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with our latest KSMO weather forecast.
M-I-C. Being chased to the backside hit and sack. S. Who else but LB3? T. To the house from 77. P.
We put our fist up. We said we're not giving in. We got an elite edge, and we're not going to be denied.
Catch every game all season long right here. Touchdown Missouri as Brady Cook dives over the goal line. On your home for Mizzou football. The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
With news on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri's next state budget is not expected to have as much money with pandemic funding drying up. That's the word from Dan Hogg, Missouri's budget director. He says revenues have declined 3.3% compared to last year at this time, due mostly to tax cuts.
When you do these tax cuts, then it takes a while for that to sort of normalize itself.
On this Veterans Day, a Missouri leader recalls serving in the Vietnam War in a mission that ended the conflict. The operation known as Linebacker 2 also led to the release of America's 591 prisoners of war. Missouri Department of Revenue Director Wayne Wallingford, who was an Air Force pilot for 25 years, says he had a close call with a missile that came straight at his B-52.
It went off way early because it was so far away through all these tiny pieces of shrapnel into the plane. Didn't hit the engines, didn't hit the fuel tanks, so the plane got a Purple Heart.
And this reminder, federal, state, and local government offices are closed today because it's Veterans Day. This is Missouri Net.
Your hometown utility employs the people you know, your friends and neighbors, in times of the greatest need and the times you don't even think about it.